say. The only thing worth having was found at the end of each day. But that was then and this is now, and he's far gone. And his voice had lingered on for far too long. He said, my fearless son, you can't be stronger than them all. Their blades control the sky and if the jungle likely fall. And you need an alibi just to pass by in this life. Cause your shield can't protect you from death's sight. Oh no. When he left to find himself, I left his spirit and body and soul. I also left my family, literally. Cause if he's not worth anything, then what do I know? I'm just a carbon copy of a damned machine. He said, you'll never breathe, and you'll never touch the water. You'll never see the sights that I, your father, have entrusted to you, entrusted to you. I'm sorry, but you will never touch the sky. Comprehend, cause there's nothing holding me back from the end.
Alright, hello. It is indeed Saturday. We have sack beaters that remember the details too well, damn. I thought this was the literal peak of all human achievement. You tell me people don't remember every fine detail of it? Disgusting. I'm doing alright. First week back at work, you know. I like to start game. Alright. But yeah, anyway. I'm gonna be the one tryharding. I could have practiced yesterday for this, because I kind of have an idea of what we're doing when I was told what it's similar to. But, it's gonna be kind of funny, I think. And I think a lot of people don't actually really know what this was, but, Top 11 and Daily Hype. Yeah, I saw you hadn't played it yet, so I made sure to, not play so I could come and come and bop you, only play the daily once. I don't want to have to play it twice. I'll beat it when I open the game later today. But yeah, we're doing like there's this idea, right, where we did sort of like a map making competition where we were just given a list of things you have to put in the map as fast as possible. And then the last person to touch the map had to try to SS the map as fast as possible while making as few edits to it as possible. We're doing something similar to that, except it's 1v1v1 instead of like 4v4v4. And, well, knowing beforehand what's actually going on, you know, it's possible to theoretically, we'll say, put things in the map that other people don't want to do, but you're willing to do, right? Yeah, that sort of thing is possible. So I considered like practicing some stuff like that yesterday, but I decided to just play normally and not be that way. It's actually worth checking. So yeah, I could have put some I could have practiced like some fucked up apple juggles or something, you know. Could have practiced some fucked up apple setups. Guarantee a win by making it so you have to do fucked up apple shit to SS the map.
ここが急鉱山の入り口だ。
この光は。
なんとも怪しげな雰囲気じゃないか。やばそうな魔獣もうろついているみたいだね。
Add some Katamari plugin. I doubt we're going to be allowed to add plugins.
どうする、ロイド。場合によっては警備隊の方に連絡してもいいと思うけど。そうですね。捜索の手も増やせますし。
いや、まずは俺たちで内部の様子を調べてみよう。手に負えそうになかったら警備隊に応援を要請する。
わかったわ。了解しました。
まあ、それなら準備は万全にした方が良さそうだね。
Alright, so I don't have any evidence or information that would lead me to believe that I need like a specific There's no reason to think I need to guard against a specific status ailment. Alright, the game has given me a few different status ailment accessories, but there's no way I would know without Google Gamering. There's no way to know besides Google Gaming. Not these ones, I think. The ones inside the main, like, town, yes. These ones, I don't think so.
多分ここを調べ始めたらどうする？
I'm pretty sure I have everything. Like, this is gonna auto report once I finish it. which accessory is being sold in the local shop. Is there actually a shop in the town? Like a proper shop in the town itself? The wrong way.
全力で行かせてもらいます。
とっととつらか
え、
しつこいな。
みんなでごきげんよう。敵接近、狙い撃つわ。回り込まれ、さてと、みんな回り込まれた。
アディオス。
At all? How am I so stupid? Like, where's the path? It's just down. Just down, okay. I mean, I can drive the car back to the main town as well. Like, what's the actual store? I guess it's here, right? The general store? Yeah, they literally just have a protective helmet. They have defense. The hint is I'm gonna get the shit punched out of me, I guess. Yeah, like, I haven't really... Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just... yeah. Well, everything is weak to damage, Aru. We all know that. The famous, famous RPG classic, right? Especially in this series, like... They just take away elemental weaknesses, really, on every boss. Make everything weak to damage. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be that hard. I'm just trying to remember, I'm trying to remember what SC was like, right? Because SC kind of expected you to just realize you needed accessories really, really fast. But this game, like, I fought a treasure monster, right? And, like, they just deathblowed me. It was, like, 6 of the same fucking crab, and they just kept deathblowing me. And, like, that was hard. But it wasn't hard because, like... because the fight was hard. It was hard because I just didn't go buy 4 prevents death blows accessories, right? Like, that one's just a pure money check. It doesn't mean anything. It's a meaningless check. No skill to that.
それじゃあガンツさん、ちょっと調べてくるので、ここで待っていてください。
ああ、気をつけろよ。危ないと思ったらすぐに
You know, the fault lies with me, the player, for not googling beforehand that the chest contained 6 monsters that could deathblow me. Me and my dumbass lack of critical information.
これは
確かにちょっと普通じゃないですね。地面や壁面がぼーっと光っているみたいだけど。
Yeah, since it's top of mind, right?
このよどんだ空気は。
正気の類かもしれないね。これは上位属性が働いて
Because what I've been playing off stream right now has been recent game Metaphor v Fantasio.
どうしてティオちゃんと同じようなことを？
That game will let you buy information from an information dealer saying, hey, the enemies in this area you might want to go
こ
to,
のまま奥を調べるのは
I'll use X
そう
attack,
な気がするけど。
you know?
でも
Well,
何かしら？
この音は。
いけない。皆さん下がってください。
damn, bombs. Where's Blazin? Anyone remember the year of Blazin not being late?
なんだ一体何が
It lasted like less than a
おい
week.
あんたら大丈夫か聞こえたら返事してくれ
But yeah, you know.
声が届いてる様子がね
if the solution to the problem is to either just revive spam through a shit fight or reload your save, then I think it's kind of just poorly designed. I don't really like it when games do that very much.
ガンさん聞こえますか？
聞こえたら返事をしてください。
ダメだ。完全に塞がったみたいだな。
でもどうして
Like, to me, the most interesting interactive part of games like this is the part where
そういや、どうして君は
the enemy has multiple things they can do, and I need to plan a turn around the multiple things the enemy do and can do.
危険だと思ったんだけど。
火薬？そういえばかすかに焦げ臭いような匂いがするね。
Yeah, when the option is just reduced to do you get status ailmented or not.
昔鉱山で使われていた葉っぱが爆発してしまったのかしら。
Kind of boring.
いくらなんでもこんな場所に残っていないだろう。多分爆薬を使ったトラップ。
Not that this game is the only game that does that, of course, but
トラップでも確かにそうとしか思えないかも。
I certainly don't consider it a positive element.
ジジジというのは仕掛けの火花の音だったんだね。
おそらく誰かが中に入ってから退路を断つための仕掛けだろう。ひょっとしたら近くに潜んで遠隔操作で爆破したかもしれない。
でも誰がそんなことを。まさか入り口の扉を破壊した。
ああ、その可能性は
So
高そう
someone wanted to lure us in
何者か
here.
は知らないけど完全にはめられたみたいだな。
そんな大丈夫ですよ。こういう時のためにエニグマがあるわけですし。
Can we? Damn, the phone lines are cut.
多分動力波が届いていないアラートかも。
Classic.
密閉
Time
され
for
た
a time for a locked room murder mystery. Am I right, guys?
そうなんですか。
The entire mind is just a Schrodinger's box. You
そう
could
都
say.
合よくはいかないか。
仕方ない。こうなったら先へ進もう。もしかしたら別の出口が見つかるかもしれないし、下手にここに残っていたら
Hi,
ま
carrier.
た爆破されるかもしれない。
How's it going?
そうですね。遠隔操作の可能性もあり
Successfully
ますし
summoned.。
外にいたガンツさんが助けを呼んでくれているとは思うけれど、確かに犯人の狙いを考えると動いた方がいいかもしれないわ
You
ね。
baited him out in the open. Yeah, I spread
とどまるは
spread my finest carrier
進む
bait
は苦難といったところか。君たちといると
talking about locked
もっと
rooms.
退屈しなくて済むな。
その減らず口、今は心強いよ。補給はできない。とにかく力を合わせてなんとかこの場を切り抜けよう。
いや、
了解です。
Hey, why is Wazzy French in the Act instantly, no cast time, recover all ailments, interrupt enemy arts crest. Well, that sounds good. That sure sounds like a good thing for me. Surely not at all abusable in any way. There's no way that each chapter features climactic story events. Oh, I see. So story boss fights just don't do anything? Collective morale. Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like you still may have some issues. I'm just gonna get 4 Grail Lockets real quick. Go to the store, buy 4 Grail Lockets. Anyway, you guys know me, right? I would never throw a run due to not reading what the accessory said properly. I'm actually still mad about that. It's been a year and I'm still kind of upset about the wording on that accessory description. How cool would it have been if I just like won that fight so quickly while completely drunk off my ass? Would have been a huge flex. It was the Cassius plus Layla fight in Trails the Third on Nightmare. Well, I think I died to the tank the first time, and then but it would have been my first attempt at the actual boss fight. Oh, it was, it said something like prevents abnormal status or something. And it just didn't. Like, it didn't do anything. I still got like fainted or confused or something. These things are so fucking tanky. Are they like trying to arts these guys or something? Okay. Yeah, I think they're just weak to arts. Yeah, I think that's what it does, but like, I had another one that free that would actually, I had like another Grail Locket or something, but I think that one had some stats on it. I forget exactly what. Like I said, I was drunk as fuck at that point, so. But like, I did all the actual like battle commands pretty much perfectly. Like I was playing really well. And then Chloe got confused or something and I just died. Looks like progress. Yeah, I'm like 95% sure. I mean, everything looks like it could randomly death blow. Be real. $85? Okay, well, at least the game told me I couldn't win this, instead of letting me figure it out for myself the hard way. Okay, legendary unwinnable side path. Imagine the XP. Yeah, imagine if I could literally damage the boss by more than by 1%, at least of its HP per turn. Like, I know how these games work. I'm not stupid.
俺の番だな。はあ。
上出来かな。
ナイスファイト。
Like, I know these bosses are like impossible to beat stat-wise. Really.
一気に落とすよ。
了解。
エニグマ駆動。
エニグマ行きます。
任せてくれ。
僕の番か。さあ、パーティーの始まりだ。
了解。さあ、行くぞ。やっ。
さてと。はい。やっ。
行くよ。
俺の番だな。
Farming level 40 mobs with burn. Do I even have anything? I guess this.
それ。
Yeah, I love going into the zone.
上出来かな。
ナイスファイト。
I'm really glad Frozen decided to play that on the watch party just so Mitesh would be tortured on his wildest dreams.
やっ。
一気に落とすよ。
はい。そこ。
チャンピオン。
I've been zone posting for
上
years.
出来だ。
お疲れ様。
Glad to have other people on board, you know. Yeah, women only. I remember when both my women are backliners right now. Ash loved it. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Okay, so I was right. Path was treasure. Path down is treasure I can't get. So this is progress.
そこ。みんなチャンス。行きますは。
行くぞ。行ってや。
私や。
行くよ。
よーそこ。
I mean, outside of the monsters that require you to cast arts. Yeah, well, you know. What can you do? Well, this game was based enough to let you cross-dress, you know?
よーし。一気に行くぞ。任せてくれ。と。
今だ。
僕の番。いい夢は見られたかい。
そこ。そこ。みんなチャンスよ。
まあまあだったね。一気に落とす。
よーやー。
任せてくれ。と。
僕の番。
はいやー。や。
俺の番。
His enemies are still they still kind of just die before they get to do anything, so. Except for the snails.
や。そこ。
一気に落とすよ。
今だ。
俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
僕の番。
それ。よし。もう大丈夫だ。
Legendary Sepeth. Pirate Shermer? I don't know who that is. Missed legendary reference, I guess.
そこ。そこ。みんなチャンスよ。はい。はあ。
任せてくれ。
行くよ。
私の番はあ。私や。
任せてくれ。 ンチか。よし、もう大丈夫だ。よし、一気に行くぞ。任せてくれ。やってや。
今だわ。
僕の番だ。
行きます。いやー、皆さんお疲れ様でした。
Getting a lot of fishing bait. What's the game trying to tell me here? Okay. I miss Haze Quartz so much. Every night I lie awake in bed at night and cry about not having Haze Quartz. The game's giving me upgraded cross. Open my father, okay. Prevents confuse. I'm just gonna stick this shit on my melee characters and hope for the best. I mean, how much else I can do right now, right?
まあまあだったね。
お疲れ様。やっやっやっみんなチャンスよ。
Yeah, I mean, it does make you think, you know? If only I could have seen the contents of this chest beforehand and known that maybe I would need this. Who knows, you know? Imagine knowing already what the boss of this area is going to use. Akashi powers, yeah.
どう考えてもただの鉱山跡とは思えないような場所ですよね。光る苔というのはどこかで聞いたことがあるわ。ゼムリアゴケという名前で薬にも使われるそうだけど。
へえ、そんなものがあるのか。
I mean, it'll probably be winnable. Now, the thing that would make me mad, right, is let's say, hypothetically, that this were a popular RPG where, you know, where people said, oh yeah, normal's easy. Normal's not even really a difficulty. You're not even really playing the game. So I, not knowing anything, played the game on Nightmare to start off with, right? And it turns out that on Nightmare, if you don't actually put, like, do confuse resist accessories on your characters, it's basically unwinnable. And so, you know, in order to immerse myself in the game world, I played without Google Gaming. I get this far, and then it's just unwinnable and I have to reload a save. Do these treasure chests still do puns? Yes, but this is the last game where they do puns. I believe.
ああ、最近知り合った客に薬草とか詳しい人がいてさ、店で刺しつ刺されつしてる時にいろいろ教えてもらったってわけ。
That's good. They might have used that one.
そんなことだろうと思った。
Well, this is a hypothetical scenario anyway, REC.
人聞きが悪いな。あくまでノンアルコールのカクテルなんだけど。
本当かよ。
Well, apparently they're gonna let me... Apparently they're gonna let me just press a win button in the middle of battle anyway if something's casting the thing that's about to wipe my party. Apparently I can just press the no button. They're really emphasizing that this thing will just win me the battle immediately if I press it at the right time. Huh. Interesting. Well, I think from what I've seen in this series, generally they don't do that as much. But the astute viewer may have realized that this was actually a failed attack at a certain immersive Polish video game that people love to say you should play on the hardest difficulty, which very much does do that. I would argue. What the fuck is this? Oh. Yeah, that wasn't a, that wasn't a back attack, I guess. I have Witcher 3 on the brain because apparently they're adding another DLC to it, so I'm gonna have to hear people talk about that game even longer. I'm never gonna not hear people talk work off this game. Oh wow, Petrify. Big surprise.
Nice fight.
Yeah, I'm not expecting the boss fight to be like unfair bullshit in this game, this chapter. I would be surprised. There really are some fucking memers in this one though. Like they gave up on making the all the jokes like in-universe jokes and just started making like Reddit memes. Well, that's good. I like when the game's fair but challenging. Whoa! The fucking Garchomp. It's weak to damage. Imagine what it would have done if it had been allowed to attack though. Scary. Three challenge battles are all optional wins. Okay, I mean, that sounds good. I like to hear that. I thought in general, well, maybe this is just kind of recency bias too, but I felt like the gameplay in the Sky games got better as it went on too, you know. I'm kind of inclined to trust them, you know. Like I feel like the devs, at least of these earlier ones, had a good sense of like, okay, well, if you're playing it this far, you probably understand the gameplay. We can challenge the player a bit more, do some interesting things, you know. You know, it's nice when games do that.
が俺たちの力だ。
As long as they don't just like give you a win button that works in every situation by the end of the game.
奇襲成功。じゃあ行きます。はあ。さてと。はい。
よし。はっ。
はい。やあ。任せて。
任せてくれ。
僕の番。
行くぞ。新手か。望むところだ。
ええ。や行きます。やあ行きます。そこ。
やれやれ
任せて。
やれやれ。
はい。そこ。任せそこ。
まあまあだったね。
ナイスファイト。
Seems like they specifically, at least in this game, don't really want you leveling up too much. So I'm also kind of like, you know, feel like they're being deliberately limiting with what I can do so far. So I'm kind of expecting the challenges in this chapter to be kind of limited.
みんなチャンスよ。
That makes sense.
はい。そこ。
俺の番だな。
任せて。そこ。
行くよ。
私の番です。はあ。えや。
よし。
僕の番か。
行きます。はあ。任せてや。
行くぞ。
アディオス。いい夢を。
Oh, that's cool. You know, at least you have to do something unique.
奇襲成功。チャンスです。任せて。そこ。
As long as you still have the tools to craft a different strategy by the time the game presents you with that challenge,
や。奇襲成功。
obviously.
まあまあだったね。
Whoa, the chest curves and luscious locks. What the fuck? Fresh flushed.
みんなチャンスよ。はい。よかった。
That thing's a fish, apparently. Also, this area has been very, very linear since the first, Theo. She's still gone. She's still working.
行くぞ。
私そこ。なんとかなったわね。
Benched. I mean, do you really think I'm the kind of spiteful person who would bench someone just because someone in the chat really liked them? Would I do that? Am I that petty of a
俺の
person?
番だな。バースト発動。
いいさ。
行くぞ。
行きます。
The opposite.
行きます。さてと。そこ。
僕の番か。
任せてくれ。
私の番です。
Someone who would play Tita just because chat hates it? Damn.
やあ。え。
やれやれ。
俺の番だな。
私の番ですね。私の番。はあ。え。
行くよ。
よし。よし。上出来だ。
やるじゃない。
Huh, you know, actually good question. I forgot it was gonna rain today. It's like, what the fuck is that noise? Rain in January. Well, it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit this week, so you know, normal January weather, normal historically precedented January weather. I know, it's crazy. we were being slow with game progress. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a part of me that was really tempted to not stream today at all and give you no Kyo for an extra week. This fate was averted.
ナイスファイト。
Could always be worse.
私の
But anyway, it's been ping-ponging between like sub-freezing and like 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit for the past couple of weeks. Very schizo weather here. Fuck this one guy in particular. Yeah, I'm a novel enjoyer. Her. Okay, that's progress, I guess. And the well is like Tita, but with a normal adult character, so better.
戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
Vastly superior.
一気に落とす。
はいやー。
行くぞ。
やーやー。皆さんお疲れ様でした。
What was the point of this room? Is this my shortcut out? Like, someone's gonna show up with legendary toolbox and repair the ladder? What that is, right? That's the ladder from the beginning of the area, I guess. Alright, with Nautico poster. I mean, Nautico's voiced by the best voice actor in the industry. The reason for the Nautico poster isn't because of any perverse interest, but it's because she just like me for real, you know.
そうだな。危険かもしれないけど、入り口に引き返すしかなさそうだ。坑道内を調べた限り、他にトラップはなさそうだし。
Nautico, Medusa, and Hitagi End are like some of my favorite anime ever, period. I really like that shit. That's God tier.
ひょっとして人形工房を訪ねた人たちとか？
I like the off-season one too. The Nautico and Yotsuki one.
そうだな。
I like that one a lot too.
いや、犯人は頑丈な扉を破壊したり、爆薬を使ったトラップを仕掛けている。そういう
I don't really like the first Nautico snake one.
そうね。
That one's kind of just creepy. She just spends the entire time doing nothing but being thirsty for Araragi.
仕掛けられた
I kind of hated her after that part,
進
but
化に連絡があったのが今日。まるで俺たちを直接
she's definitely a character that was going
さ
somewhere.
すがに考えすぎか。
ロイド、
Like, I also didn't really care for Mayoi at
大
all
丈夫ですか？
after her first arc, and she turns into a really good character
ひょっと
later.
したらガンツさんが応援を呼んだかもしれないし。
Like, I think the first Mayoi arc is kind of boring as shit, but
上だ、気をつけろ。
well, I mean, like, she's funny, but like, well, it's a fucking dragon. There's barely anything of any actual depth that happens in
なんだこいつは。
that arc, and
とにかく気をつけて。
then like they immediately undo the one thing that happens. Right? The one thing that happens is they send her on her way, and then she just comes back immediately.
力が抜けて、この振動が力を奪っているのか。
If anything, I'd argue that that arc is carried by
くそ。
him already being friends with Senju Gahara and there being the normal funny conversations that aren't technically part of the main plot.
切り抜けないと。
Dude, he's shouting at me.
今のは
Whoa! Our guy! Did he just one-shot the dragon?
ランディ先輩、来てくれたの。
Whoa, it's Mitesh! Oh, everyone's here except for Tio. Literally just Tio.
すごいタイミングじゃない。
Everyone but Tio is here.
話は後だ。このデカブツを撃破する。俺たちの全力をぶつけるぞ。
わかった。
任せて。目標を撃破します。
デカブツだ。気抜くなよ。
了解です。
Watch Thunderbolt Fantasy. Yeah, that's true. Everyone who doesn't watch Thunderbolt Fantasy is a liar. True. True and based.
行くぞ。 みんな。
よーし。さあ、行きますよ。
行くぜ。
However, which one of these is actually good? Maybe this one? Let's see. Does it immune AT delay? No, it resists. Okay. Saps energy from those who get too close. That seems bad. Okay, it's weak to earth magic, though. That's good to know.
エニグマ、駆動。
さてと。みんな、ありがとうございます。
甘いっての。
よーし。バースト発動。
了解。
Yeah, anyone who doesn't watch Thunderbolt Fantasy doesn't really have a valid opinion. For real, for real.
任せろ
That's a god tier show right there.
赤き戦士
任せてみんなありがとう行きます
Wait, Ellie isn't healing herself. I do that.
任せろ
みんな
任せてみんなありがとうよーし
俺の番
任せてくれ。は
よーしさあ行きますよ
行くぜ
あ。やっ。行くぞ。ストップ。
え みんなありがとう私の番ですね
任せろ
Thunderbolt Fantasy is real anime. It's realer than actual anime. That's how real it is. Need to understand.
行くぜ
任せてそこやっ
俺の番だな。
That's fantasy.
みんな。行くぞ。
Okay, Strength down is really good, guys. I'm gonna be so real. Like, if I dedicated someone to, if I had an AoE defense up, this thing would be doing no damage right now.
Enigma
任せて
駆動。
みんなありがとう
任せろ
やっ。
私の番ですねさあ行きますよ
よし。
I'm trying to remember. How many stat downs did I inflict on Karna in the tournament before I let her die? Like, you can really BM some bosses in this series.
俺の番だ甘いっての
手こずか
よーし
Okay. Yeah, I needed that actually. I was about to die. Thanks, Wazzy.
さあ行きますよみんな助けます任せてはいはいそこ
任せてくれ。
無駄です
行くぜほらよ
俺の番。行くぞ。
よーしバースト発動
Yeah, that's actually probably true, to be fair.
やっ任せて
I probably could have won much earlier if I was paying
俺の
attention.
番だな。
行くぜ
やっさてと
よし。
任せろ
Morbing! Oh, he died. Okay.
うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
お疲れ様。
消えた。
今のは一体。
どうやらただの魔獣じゃなかったみてえだな。なんとか倒せてよかったぜ。
さすがランディ先輩。
やれやれ、大した戦闘力だね。
本当に助かったよ。
でも一体どうして。
いや、リハビリ訓練が完了して、ようやくお役御免に
How did he get in?
昼過ぎに支援課に戻ったんだ。そしたら、お前ら
Does
が
the, I guess the miners cleared the entrance
せ
by
っか
now?
くだから追いかけたら、ちょうど騒ぎになってたってわけだ。
そうだったのか。
それじゃあひょっとして崩落していた入り口も。
ああ、マインツの行員が総
Wow.
出で撤去してく
Why
れ
do
た。
I always come to the same conclusions the characters do, like 5 minutes before it happens?
ひょっこりこいつまで現れて、ここまで連れてきてくれてな。おっ
そうか。
やれやれ、相変わらずとんでもないね。
ザイト、ありがとう。これはお礼にお肉でも買ってこないと。
おーい、大丈夫か。
ガンさん、皆さんも。
おう、お疲れさん。
よかった。無事だったみてえだな。
おかげさまでね。
You know, I just love red-haired characters who've never known defeat, you know?
いや、もともとこちらがあんたらに頼んだことだからな。しかしまさか急鉱山がこんなことになっていたとは。
俺たちのヒージーさんあたりが掘っていた坑道だよな。
こんな風になっているなんて聞いたことなかったけど。
そもそもどうしていきなり入り口が崩落したんだい。
とりあえず一旦町に戻りましょう。
町長さんへの報告と合わせて起きたことをすべてご説明します。
Yeah, in the end, we didn't do anything except get ourselves out of the trap, basically. Yeah, okay, I was right. Mitesh doesn't want to ride in the car.
いやー、しかしいい車だよな。こんな車を自分で持てたらナンパし放題じゃねえか。
あのな、
足に頼るようじゃ君もまだまだなんじゃないの。
後輩のくせに生意気な。
さすがに分が悪いわね。ランディ先輩のモテ自慢もワジ君にかかれば型なしですね。
ほらノエル、同じ警備隊出身なのに白状な。
すみません。
Randy's too buff, you know. He can't compete with Wazi's market. He has to compete in a different kind of market.
目的がはっきりしないのが余計に不気味な気がするわね。あの爆薬もどこで調達したんでしょう。警備隊でもほとんど使われていないものですけど。
大方急鉱山に残っていた葉っぱを使ったとかじゃないの。ま、僕も火薬についてはあんまり詳しくないけどさ。
It's hard to tell. There's a lot of people who could have done it.
へえ、
何か知っているの？
入り口のあたりに漂っていた硝煙だが、調合されて 1,2 年くらいの新しい爆薬の匂いだった。しかもかなり高性能のやつだ。
そうなのか。
でもよくご存知ですね。
火薬を使った重火器は完全に廃れたわけじゃない。正規軍じゃめったに使われないが、未だに好んで使う物好きもいる。特にイエーガーあたり
まさか。
それって。
まあ、あくまで可能性の話さ。ちなみに今火薬式の重火器が一番使われているのはエレボニアだ。今もラインフォルト社がラインナップを残しているからな。
そうだったんですか。
さすがに詳しいね。しかしエレボニアか。嫌な符号が重なるね。
ああ、昨日のこともあるしな。
なんだ、なんかあったのか。
I am actually curious how much of the stuff that's gonna happen in this game is properly like stuff you could deduce was maybe gonna happen.
どう考えてもただものじゃないとは思ったが、
単なるスパイというより情報将校と言うべきだろう。通商会議を前にして情報収集をしているだけかもしれないけど、どうも一緒にいた赤毛の子が気になるんだよ
あの子ね。
君にとってはトラウマになったみたいだね。
なんだなんだ、まさか色っぽい話かよ。
その実は。
へえ。
あの子の話はやめましょう。まったくイリアさんにセクハラされるリーシャさんの気持ちが分かった気がするわ。
Yeah, well, Risha lets it happen.
な。すごい説
Probably.
得力だな。でも
Did I watch Nosy anime? I'm behind, but I've been watching it.
ただの民間人じゃないのは間違いないと思う。
そういえば
It's pretty good. Good voice cast, good music,
英国方面から来たんですよね。
good animation. It's about as good of an adaptation as you can make for a,
おう、言われてみ
you
る。
know, for like
レ
a
クター大尉とあの子は赤
a game like
色合いが
that.
違ったけど、考えてみればあの子と赤眼の男はそっくりな色だったかもしれない。
They're consistent with the characterization of all the characters in the visual novel, which is what I care about.
つまり俺の赤毛もそいつらに似てるってわけだ。
もしかしなくても心当たりがあるみたいだね。まあ
The people you recommended it to cringed. Well,
そう来たかよ。
I don't know what to say. I haven't been very successful at recommending the VN to people in general, to be honest.
なあ、ランディ。
I think people look at like the people just see SQ and all the marketing, and they're just like, oh, it's one of these kinds of
ロードバニングスです。
one of these kinds of games, you know.
ああ、ダドリーさん。出張と聞いていましたが。
Well, that's the people I recommend it to anyway.
ああ、昼過ぎにな。エマ君から話は聞いた。世話になったようだな。
いえ、気にしないでください。それよりも何
I don't know.
か。
I always really liked the.
一応お前たち
I think the character design is just so good in that VN, you know.
所有者が決まった。クリムゾン商会という会社だ。
Like every character is unique and interesting, pretty much. It has something meaningful.
兵友ではないんですか。
連中の裏をかくようにして。
Like here's the most boring character, Gina.
どうやら帝国方面からの裏
Actually, Gina probably doesn't have anything that
方
interesting.
面から。一体どういう会社なんですか。
The Shigebichi is funny as fuck, though.
している会社だ。クロスベル市にもその支店が1年ほど前にオープンしている。その会社
Yeah, Gina definitely the most boring character.
進出してきたわけだ。
ですが当然ただの会社ではないんですよね。
Also, at least in the game, after a certain point, like Comet just became
ええ。
the least interesting character too.
クリムゾン商会に
Like you run out of
から話を聞くという。
events for comments so fast, and then she's just
どうしたの？
like she just doesn't do anything.
なるほどな。ルバーチェの跡地を狙う。
Like she can't lie, so you always catch her if she's lying, and she's not persuasive enough to persuade the group. So like the player character always beats Comet.
クリムゾン商会っていうのはどういう会社なんだ？
If you're smart.
高級クラブノイエブランを経営する帝国籍の会社。しかし
At least the other characters can kind of do things.
赤い星座が持っている資金調達用のダミー会社だ。
Raging Loop, I would really like an anime for. I just don't think that's popular enough. That like a Windows notification or something.
そろそろ帰るとしようかな。おっと、その前に急鉱山とやらに寄っておくか。
Oh, they're playing the Enforcer song.
僕の方は
Haruaki?
に入らせてもらうよ。
But the main character or someone else? I don't remember.
頑張りたまえ。
I remember the main character's name.
今回の計画での我々の割り振りが決まったよ。こちらの方は私とナナチュウが担当することになり
Oh,
そう。
an Anguis, Monka.
へえ、あの人が来るのか。ま、今回はいろいろと面倒な連中も動きそうだし、いい判断かもしれないね。
そういうことさ。それとアストラルコードの運用レポートも頼んだよ。低レベルのネットワーク環境でどこまで進化を発揮できるか。
Of course, of course. We invented the internet, so now we have to invent Russian hackers as well.
それでは
And have the internet without Russian
マ
hackers.
スターのために。
偉大なるマスターのために。
それじゃあ誰も見ていないけど、お約束と行かせてもらおうかな。執行者ナンバー0、道化師カンパネルラ。これよりマスターの代理として減塩計画の見届けを開始する。
Phantasmal Blaze plan. Uh-oh. I don't know. I have a feeling that,
ランディ、
追いかけましょう。
I have a feeling that if we got a Raging Loop anime, that people would kind of just cringe at the part where Haraki and Chiemi just kill each other for an entire episode. It'd be like one of those kind of like hard to watch parts that only attracts the violence lovers. Kind of like the insane violence parts in Higurashi Sotsugo.
おじきシャーリー。
久しぶりだね、ランディに。
2年ぶりか。変わってないようだな。
ランディ、
昨日の人たち。
怪しい連中が揃い踏みか。
Like, in my opinion, that game gets a lot of mileage from not actually showing a lot of the violence. Letting you focus on, like, the mystique and the, history.
レクター隊、どうしてあなたがここに？
今回の買収について何か関係しているんですか？
Well,
ちょいと裏工作をな。
いやー、なんとかヘイウェイのメガネを出し抜けてよかったぜ。
楽しみだな。東方人外の時は撤退したけど、今度は
It's a bit of a weird ending.
去年カルバードでヘイウェイとやらかした戦争か。なあおじき、どうしてクロスベルに来た？一体何をするつもりだ？
ビジネスに決まってるだろう。それよりもランドルフ、貴様に伝えておくことがある。兄貴が言ったぞ。半年ほど前だ。
Wait, someone died in Trails? Oh, but it's off screen and it's backstory, so
長年の宿敵同士である
I guess that's okay.
もうほんとすごかったんだから。
You're allowed to die if you're off screen and someone's parent
そうか。
or sibling.
そうやし。最後まで戦いながら行ったってことかよ。満足そうだっただろう。
うん、すっごく楽しそうだった。いいなあ、シャーリーもあんな相手が欲しいよ。
ま、兄貴も悔いはないだろう。どこぞで迷ってる不詳の息子のこと以外はな。休暇は終わりだ、ランドルフ。いずれ話があるから体を開けておくがいい。
またね、ランディに。
すんちゃん、お疲れさん。
ランディ先輩。
あの二人。
It's been so long since I thought that much about Raging Loop, to be honest.
赤い星座の副団長シグムント・オルランド、その娘で部隊長の一人シャーリー・オルランド。俺のおじきといとこで最強最悪の戦記どもだ。
Whoa, very dramatic. Got a real flair going on here. First, Campanella gets to soliloquize. Now, got the dramatic lightning strikes.
お疲れ様でした。
Voila.
大変でしたね。
Alright, let's see. Why does it say total D59? I actually missed. Oh.
大変でしたね。
I was expecting that one, okay.
おめでとうございます。
Alright.
ランクアップしました。
Perfect tracer points. Alright, I got another 2.5 hours or so. We can make some progress. Whoa, new area. I'm gonna be so real. There is no way on earth you would ever sew a cloth that big. There's just no way you would ever do that. That is like a world record amount of cloth. You could give everyone in the city like a free new set of clothes that would last them for 3 years. Like Abu Dhabi level wastefulness. Like Dubai level wastefulness. Like it's crazy.
ニカは駅、空港、商業区画を特に重点的に警戒しているぜ。こちらも会議終了までは総員で当たることになりそうだ。
なお警備対策本部は捜査一課で運営している状況です。考えられる限りの非常事態に対応できると自負していますが、
どんなに厳重な警備体制も
決して完璧ではありえない。そこでうちの出番ってわけだ。
ええ、お伝えしているようにセルゲイ課長には障害担当として対策本部に詰めていただきます。警備隊方面との連絡も受け持っていただけると。
やれやれ。
Very good choice for this Dudley guy's voice actor. I mean, I like him as a voice actor.
いろんなところに顔を突っ込んでるからな。それで資格をつけ
Good
てや
voice
り
actor.
方で有利な捜査体制を確立する。
絡めてのセルゲイの面目
He does tend to play a lot of very specific types of characters, but you know, he's good.
絡めてのセルゲイですか？
なるほどという呼ばれ方ですね。
昔の話だ。昔の。
I'm actually not sure if I've heard him in any roles that required like an actual sense of range as a voice actor.
ええ、構いません。彼らに
You always just recognize him immediately.
動いてもらおうと思います。
友軍ということは
通常の支援活動を行いながら何かあればバックアップに回れるようにするんですね。
ああ、その通りだ。遊撃士協会と同じスタンスだが、彼らに頼り切るわけにもいかん。それにあんな連中が入り込んできた以上、予想外の事態への保険は欲しい。
あんな連中
Dudley guy fights. He was literally in my party at the start of the game.
両兵団
He wasn't especially strong.
ゼムリア大陸西部において最強と言われる両兵団の一つだ。現在多数の所属メンバーがクロスベル入りしていることが確認されている。ちなみに1年ほど前、あのヘイユエと共和国方面で大規模な抗争を起こしたらしい。
物騒な連中だな。ってことはこの町でヘイユエと抗争の続きをするつもりなのか？
いえ、基本的に両兵団はミラによって動く連中です。以前争っていたとはいえ、再び争う理由にはなりません。そうだな、オルランド。
なあ縄張りを重視するマフィアと違って両兵団にはミラと戦場が全てだ。昨日の敵は今日の味方、その逆も日常茶飯
And kind of based.
その意味で以前の構想を引っ張るというのはねえだろう。
そうなると一つの謎が浮上してくるわ
Well,
け
that doesn't imply the reverse,
赤い
right?
星座がクロスベル入りしたのか
Like, just because the Red Constellation doesn't care about fighting Heiyue doesn't mean Heiyue might not see this as an attack.
帝国政
Like,
府
they
が
might be
後押しを
upset.
受けているのは確実なようだな。
通商会議
I mean, they wanted the building, they wanted to expand their territory. Now there's just someone else here to fight, right? I mean, I'd be
共和
upset.
国系の兵ゆえの台頭を抑えるのが狙いでしょうか。
ま、どちらもあり得るだろう。いずれにせよ、通商会議において無視できる要素じゃないってのは間違いなさそうだな。
ええ、無論です。ちなみに赤い星座だが、クロスベル市の周辺にも何度か足を伸ばしているらしい。もし各地を回ることがあれば、そのあたりの動向も探ってほしい。
了解しました。それでは支援要請に対応しつつ赤い星座の情報収集を行います。
何かありましたら各方面に応援に行きますので、いつでも
You know what I will say, actually, that's kind of interesting, is there was very little equipment in the first dungeon. Normally, I think I would have gotten like some new weapons or something. They didn't really give me anything. They gave me like a quartz and a dress, and that was it. I feel kind of under-geared right now. They got a new professor there. I guess they need one, huh? Sepith demon. Yeah, I like Sepith.
緊急度が高そうなのは警備隊とウルスラ病院からか。でも あのダグラス教官から呼ばれることになるなんてな。
ダグラス教官、警備隊の副司令になった方よね。
ああ、副司令になられる前は警察学校の教官をされていたんだ。基礎体力の向上から格闘訓練、トンファーによる制圧術なんかをみっちり叩き込まれたよ。
もともと警備隊のホープとして期待されていた方だったんです。でもあの前警備隊司令に疎まれて官職に回されたらしくて。
俺も演習で世話になったが、凄まじくタフな兄さんだよな。戦闘力で言ったら多分警備隊ナンバーワンなんじゃないか。
なるほど、ずいぶんすごそうな方ね。でも警備隊との関係を考えると一度お会いしておきたいわね。
ああ、挨拶がてら行ってみよう。それとウルスラ病院に新たに赴任した教授からか。
ヨアヒムに代わって
Yeah, hey Irish.
と神経科の両部門を
How's
引
it
き継ぐ
going?
人物。まあどうしても警戒しちまうな。
でもこのセイランドっていうのはどこかで聞いたことがあるね。確かレミフェリアあたりで有名な名前じゃなかったっけ。
レミフェリアの医療メーカーでセイランド
Is
社
it
という
annoyed?
ところがあるわね。
Same drama from yesterday or something new or
そ
what?
の関係者の可能性はあるかも。
そうなるとそこまで怪しい人物じゃなさそうだけど、まあいい。例の薬についての話もあるみたいだし、ウルスラ病院にも行かなくちゃね。
君の憧れのお姉さんもいるみたいだしね。ナース服が凄まじく似合ってる聖女様みたいな人なんだって。
いや、セシル姉は昔からお世話になっているだけで。っていうかワジ、面識ないのになんで知ってるんだよ。
悪い悪い、俺が話しちまった。
ランディ、お前な。
ロイド、ちょっと動揺しすぎだわ。結構図星みたいですね。確かに素敵な人だったからわかる気がしますけど。
まあそれはそれとして、その先生
Yeah, that sucks.
セシル姉には話を聞いておきたいかな。
How early was how late were they sleeping in?
そうね。あ、でもしずくちゃんは今日は町に来ているのよね。さっきキーヤちゃんがギルドに遊びに行ってたし。
ああ、今日は一日しずくちゃんと遊ぶんだって張り切って出かけていったな。ギルドにいるだろうから時間があったら行ってみよう。
ええ、そうしましょう。
雫っていうのはあの風の牽制の娘だっけ。
なあ、ちょうどキーボーと同じくらいの年になるな。あのお堅いおっさんの娘とは思えないくらいのいい子だぜ。
Yeah, I'd think, but
し
well,
ずくちゃん、可愛いですよね。
not if you went to sleep at 8.
すごく騒いでましたよ。
なるほどね。となると
That's why Blazon's not here, probably.
クロスベル各地を回るわけだ。赤い星座って連中の動向なんかも探りながら。
ワジ、
君ね。
ああ、いい。こいつのツッコミももっともだ。元身内が言うのもなんだが、あの連中は正直シャレにならない。多分急行山に爆薬を仕掛けたのも連中の可能性が高いだろうしな。
ランディ、
そんな風に決めつけなくてもいいんじゃ。
おじきとシャーリー、あの二人のことはよく知っている。断言はできない。支援家の力量を試したが、古巣を捨てた俺が流れ着いたのがどの程度やれる場所なのか。
それだけのために。
別に害があるわけじゃない。単なる好奇心であんなことをやれるような連中ってわけだね。
ああ、あの程度のトラップなんざ連中には挨拶程度ってことだ。その意味じゃせっかく戻りはしたが、
I do actually wonder, for the record, I do wonder what Blazon does, like, earn money that's flexible enough that he can just change his hours all the time.
帝国政府との関係にしてもいず
He
れ
must be working at like some 24-hour thing or something, or not working.
あくまで特
That's
務
where
支
the
援
guy
として
changes his sleep schedule
ロイド
completely all the
俺
time.
たちにはランディが必要だしランディ
Maybe he's a VTuber.
ランディだって一人で動いて何かできる
I
こ
don't
とはない
remember if he streams his FF14 or not.
勝手に動くなんて言わないでく
I
れ
don't really follow people whose primary content is FF14.
相変わらず大した口説き文句だね
I've been in a stream that rated Blazin.
でもその通りですよ。こういう時に力を合わせるのが特務支援課なんですよね。
I don't think he has time to
あの教団事件で
stream full time and play
私たち全員
FF14
の
full
力を合わ
time.
せて立ち向かったランディ、今回も
You
同
have
じ
to
で
do
は
both
ない
at the same time.
悪いつまらないことを言いかけたみてえだ
はあまっ
How
た
did
く
he stream FF14? Well, we would know, right?
今日は支援要請を片付けながら郊外を回ってみよう
He's just been streaming full time this whole time, and none of my friends ever
足を
rate
伸ば
him
してもいい
or
かもしれない
use his
久しぶりだ
emotes.
しそういえばソーニャ司令の方はベルガード門にいらっしゃるのよね。ええ、
I'm not in the know. I see. I
通商会議
see.
に向けての対応で忙しくされていると思
I
いま
guess
す
that's
けど
possible. I can't rule it out.
英雄のやつもいるはずだし
It's not like I look in the FF14 VTuber subcategory.
出かけるとしようか
Yeah, I can't prove it doesn't happen. Now I gotta open his slots. See. Is not that good actually. I guess the crit is good if you get it, but like stats aren't as good, aren't that good. Anyway, no TO. Grab please.
Na, Landy.
Oh no, Tiu, Desu.
なんだロイド
Anyway, who's hyped for part 7 anime, am I right?
ああそれか別に気にすることはねえぜあの世界じゃ珍しくもねえ話だ
Who's ready to take the first napkin?
段を抜けた時に俺と親父は縁を切っている何も感じないわけじゃねえが
Part 7 is
サバサ
peak.
バしたもんだぜ
そっかでも気が向いたらいろいろと聞かせてくれよな一応リーダーとして相談に乗れることがあるかもしれないしさごめんちょっと生意気だったか
違う違うなんだかんだ言ってお前も成長してると思ってなお兄さん感慨深いぜ
あのな
ま気が向いたら相談するかもしれねえその時はよろしく頼むぜ
あ
あれ何してるの
二人とも忘れ物
ごめんすぐ行く
そんじゃあぼちぼちお仕事を始めるとすっか
Yeah, I'm sure Tia's getting a dramatic return scene with lots of hogging. What's Rand doing right now? I don't know. Probably going to school or whatever. Isn't that what that guy does? Isn't, that a school game? I would say that would make sense. Because the only thing I really know about Cold Steel, besides that it takes place in Erebony, is that there's a game that combines this cast and the Cold Steel cast. You know, must be peak, obviously. So where the fuck is the secret passage that leads to this chest? Out in the harbor area. Last chapter? That's fucked up. Walking around in maid outfit. I mean, I am trying it, I just don't know where the entrance to the passage is, Aru. Is your flatmate walking around in a maid outfit for a guy she just met, or are they like actually an established couple? Huh. I see. Ah, one of those significant others. Yeah, the worst kind. One of my buddies basically torpedoed most of his friendships in uni. Because at the time he graduated, he was dating someone like that. So everyone didn't like her and was pissed at him all the time. I mean, I consider that a red flag, right? Like, it's just... No. You're dating someone, you're like not interested in knowing their friends at all. I don't know. They don't bother you in any way. I suppose that's true. I guess it's better. I guess it's better that he does nothing than he's always around and trying to talk to you, and he's also annoying. But still, it's hardly the best case scenario. "29 unique kinds of fish." Huh. Right. Yeah, that's true. Living alone does solve these problems pretty well, I will say. I have not been bothered by anything a roommate did for... it's been like 5 years now. 5.5 years. So there's this passage in the restaurant. I don't think it goes anywhere else that I can see. Maybe this boarded up area is open later. Unless there's another passage in here, I don't think I can do anything with that. Well, okay. I guess I'll just leave it then. Can't be that good, right? The reporter from Libero. Oh, it's not. I guess Niall and Dorothy are in Calvard. Damn. We lost. Wow. Good. I guess Wazi's still in my party. And they fucking hate me now. I guess they hate Wazi. They're probably okay with everyone else. Anyway, Reese solos their whole gang anyway. It's not like that's a feasible plan. I guess I should go look and see if I can buy any of those weapons. Yeah, okay, these are my chapter... Those are my chapter 2 weapons they're offering to upgrade, okay. Alright. They really should have fixed this mechanic. I hate having to do this. I unequipped the wrong person. So just do that for my stronger party members. Seems like I need to do some fishing. Nothing seems too feasible right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't anybody who knew anything about the Red Constellation realize who Randy was? Like, it's not exactly hard to, not exactly hard to figure out, right? There's actual customers here. You guys are reformed. They're on the straight and narrow. Good ending. Alright, let's see. Gotta go through the missables checklist here. Imelda. Where does Imelda live? The back alley. Alright, got legendary Sunshine Agnes. Double check actually, what's first on the schedule? They went live. I think I need to be around for. I can't afford any of this shit. Probably can't go here. They still seem to like Randy. I guess the books are still kicking around. I have this one. Indeed, indeed. Prince Oliver, my goat. Grand Prince Albert. Wait, there's a Prince Albert in this game. Wonka. Crown Princess Claudia. Maybe we can convince Claudia to lend a Sheik for the day or something. We can finally have a real carry in the party. That's what we need, you know? We need someone who can really get things done. I guess Noelle's kind of filling that role now, right? And wow, Action 2 is already available. I feel like this is actually... Am I crazy? Is this less good than it was before? I feel like the existence of burst as a mechanic kind of nerfs the speed and cast stacking. It was really good before. Like, I mean, obviously it's still good for general use, but for like boss fights and stuff, I feel like I'm gonna be getting a lot of turns in a row anyway to do whatever I want. On the flip side, if you take more turns when you're not in burst, that means you get burst even more. And so you just take more turns, then you take more turns, then you take more turns, then you take more turns. I mean, taking more turns than the enemy is a pretty solid strat. It's reliable, you know. I'm not gonna bother with slots until alright, something like that's probably fine. No new master quartz to purchase. Alright, everyone's excited for the trade conference. Got it. This appears to be the same stuff mostly. Damn, scan Tesh. Yeah. legendary Randy fetish scene. Is here. There's a recipe here somewhere. It says well hidden. Say where it is hidden, which makes me, it was just it's kind of an asshole behavior, really. Yeah, it's hidden, I guess. All right. You actually get here from the back alley. There's a door that leads to a receptionist's work area at the Times. What? Oh. That's well hidden, alright. Oh. Was this door ever opened before? I feel like this door has been closed the entire game series. I guess that makes sense from a logic perspective. There's something in the casino. They're up there on stage. That's flushed. I bet Oliveira would love the show, you know? It's gonna be one hell of an after party. And actually, he's probably gonna behave, right? He has to behave at this one, at least in public. Where's the car decoration? One. Okay. I forgot that's what I came in here for. $2,000? Oh no. Well, VOD friends. VOD friends, put your volume up, damn. Surely. I got some money to play with. It's a shame I can't just bet it big and save scum on, you know, winning immediately with all 300. Basically, again, at least once you have a bunch, you can do this where you, Nighthawk's Dwarf Trina replay. Yeah. I'm assuming they're gonna show the clip too. I submitted the clip. That was a great clip. That was my favorite. That was my favorite clip of the year. I submitted that one. That one was an easy solution for me. I was like, whoa! Because it looks like he died, you know? Level just restarted without giving anything. Nighthawk's my goat for real, for real. What am I gambling on? Do I gamble on a straight? What happens if I fold? Oh. Maybe he has nothing too. Okay. Why do they keep wanting me to gamble on a straight, dude? I swear they like make it harder as you go on to like stop you from doing anything. I should really just like spend the money on it. But you know, I'm about to win big. Why'd they give me literally nothing? I literally can't afford enough Mira to trade for this. Okay. If I do this, I'm doing this off stream. Do brain rot. Now this actually I could do. It's like just bad gambling, like it's gambling that's not even fun. Closest thing. Hey, I did a gacha stream once. Real ones remember. Development SS record. I guess that was this year. It's not even new strats though, it's just also found like 0.2 or something that wasn't in world record and just saved it. Saved some of it. That one's just pure optimization. I think when I talked with him about it, he said he wasn't interested in pushing the hands enough to save the last 10th. Fisherman's Guild. ED, okay. Why is this all news to you? You literally are in the Discord, you see the posts. You just forget everything? Like the leaderboard updates. And world records get posted there. He also did stream a lot for that, but I guess all that was after you went to bed. I guess classic Matesh memory. Wait, I actually got some stuff. Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, the post is still there during the day, though. Like, the leaderboard updates post and the... all the posts where people congratulate JVC are still there. I don't know, I think it's pretty easy to not miss it.
こんなもんかな。それ。まずまずかな。
Whoa. Alright, free quartz. Classic hidden quest. I would never refuse an offer for Dracer points. Unvoiced quest though. Jin. Wow. This is like a Yakuza side quest. This is Daigo. Daigo Dojima. Oh, he loves Ellie. Oh, everyone loves Ellie. They should have named it Jin City. Seems like something the localizers would do. Yeah, this isn't Trails without, like, a child tagging along at the back of your party, you know? At least this child is unvoiced. Can you imagine if I had to sit here and listen to this child yap for hours? Worst quest, am I right? Wow, Jin mentioned? Jin and Jin? Damn, he's got a height complex. I see. Yeah, that's the real strat is get him interested in people his age. Stops hitting on Ellie. been mildly enjoying it. Damn. We're doing great. I would actually be curious how politely he's speaking in Japanese to these people and to the party. One of those things that the localization never really quite gets across 100%, you know? Well, appears to be the same dialogue. Alright. That's everything here. The downtown. Then Central Square. Okay. You did say you wanted an authentic experience. Get introduced into Reese. Maybe that's the distraction we need. Never mind. He hates it. He's scared of Mitesh. Damn. I guess we already ate, there's nothing here. And he hates real-life dogs, but he loves the dog plushies. Dude, I'm broke. ever able to sit through Food Wars. I mean, alright. For me, the hard part about going back to Food Wars now would be knowing that the plot was never going anywhere interesting. Like, most of the all the plot payoff was kind of garbage. I actually kind of wish it was Mira. Maybe this is better than Mira. Interesting.
こちらそれではさすが皆さんです。
Alright, I got my thing back. Dude, I'm losing. I'm ass. Oh. That did nothing. He's about to lose. Okay. How'd I win? What's my reward? There's no reward, you just play Puyo Puyo for fun. Damn. What kind of person do they think I am? Apparently there's DP for doing this. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Legendary ladder fixed. Insane, actually. Okay, Okay, so these are all man SS tasks starting out. Damn. But what if I'm a Dustman hater? What then? What if I don't want to see Dustman get faster? I think that is everything. Hating the weakest character, I know. I know, it sucks. Won't someone think of the Dustman players, please? So I think this is... right now I can go on either path. And I need to go both south and east. I don't know, do I have a reason to go to Armorica Village? I don't think so, right? I guess let's do this first. Now I'll watch the. I want to see the test. I'll watch the VOD back. I just. Wait, hold on a second. Just realized. No? Yes. Do I care enough about this? Not using EP really. No. That for now. Having enemies on the mini-map is worth too much. Damn, they got me.
行くぞ私のそここの調子で行きましょうやっやっそこそこ
Can I aim?
そこ奇襲成功任せてよ俺の番だ私のパーこれで一安心ですね
Yeah, my party is actually really strong with these upgraded weapons. We're spending out for them, I think. Enemies don't appear to be especially worth fighting. I'm actually leveling for now, but... I thought there was a fishing spot here. I guess there's not. I do have a quest in Stargazer's Tower. I guess this is just like SC where they're gonna let me go back to Whole dungeons really early.
チャンス。はい、そっか。この調子でいきましょう。
Probably not gonna get burst for this though. Be surprised if I got burst for this tower. It's definitely a place where you would get burst if in the first game burst was in the game.
任せて。はい、行きまは。皆さん、お疲れ様でした。はい。はい。奇襲成功。チャンスです。
よし、上出来だ。
Or explosive food for carrier.
よし、うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
Carrier is my explosive food expert.
チャンスだ。新手か。望むところだ。
あたっそっか。上出来かな。お疲れ様。
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
今だわ。上出来かしら。
I actually am leveling. So it's probably good to come here. Oh, you still get the preemptive attack.
俺の番。
行くぞ。
Don't get stunned.
俺の番だ。悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
See if this is a chest I can open or not. Oh, I actually forgot to check here. Alright, that one's... I gotta remember to come back here later too.
よし、一気に行くぞ。
はい、そっか。戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
Yeah, Natasha memories. No wonder he loves this game. It gives him so much to remember. Okay. Nice stun.
行くぜ、俺の番だ。はあ、100円早いっつうの。 よっしゃ、畳。こ
んなところかしら。
Thank you, game, for saying I'm allowed to level up now.
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。行きます。そっか。俺の番だ。はっ。よし、この調子で行くぞ。
How am I supposed to... Did I need to go talk to him in the library first? I kind of figured this one was self-explanatory, right? Like, I just go into the library and get the shit. I think I needed to, talk to the quest giver for this one. Seems like I might. Legendary waste of time. At least I have Turbo, my beloved. I did have to talk to him. But yeah, Noelle knew this. Okay, so Noelle knew that I was allowed in there, and she let me walk all the way back. Oh, okay. At least it does this for me. You should know well. Okay. Can I at least take my car there? I walked all the way there, so surely I can... Where is this? Okay, actually this is fine. I'm still not completely happy with the car mechanic, but you know what? That did save me a non-zero amount of time, so they cooked. I'll take anything I can get. Although it still feels kind of time-wasty compared to playing more bad 'cause bad. I suppose that's fair. Just gamble better? I mean... Oh, that's a different story. Not knowing that the quest that seemed self-explanatory was a talk to an NPC quest, I mean, I guess that's kind of a skill issue. Okay, so the trails to the third enemies aren't here anymore is what I'm getting from that. Looks like they aren't. Would there be normal enemies otherwise? There's no chests either, so... That's exactly what I was hoping for. Well, this would be like going back to the towers and trails at sea, you know, where you just get even better loot. But it seems like it's fucking nothing. I guess this is a skill issue too, right? Like, I should have... Oh, this is a skill issue for sure. It's literally just a walking quest. Legendary control stick. Yeah, it's like all the chests are just removed completely. Like, the entire dungeon is gone. This was literally an entire story dungeon. It's literally just an empty area. Who could have done this? Voila.
それではさすが皆さんですでは
No Wawa. I even live. My car is gone. The game took me away from my car. How could this happen? How could I have been so stupid? I guess the intended flow is you go talk to him, they take you there automatically, then you just work back and you never have to deal with this, probably. That's probably the, like, intended non-time wasty route. It's so easy to not do that.
よし
Wow, okay, thanks, Wazzy.
俺の番だっつってみんな大丈夫かよし上出来だ
Every time I don't unturbo, I get hit.
みんな大丈夫か
So ass.
よし一気に行くぞチャンスよしもう大丈夫だ
さあ始めましょう私そこ
任せてと行くぞ行って
行くぜ
はいや
行くぞ行って
行きますは皆さんお疲れ様でした
Missing out on free XP just because I keep fucking up the sun attack.
よし一気に行くぞ
や私の
行くぜ俺の
任せてくれ
はいや
俺の番だ
Nice blind, I guess.
ちょろいぜ
よし一気に行くぞ
上出来かな
やるじゃない
Salt is measured in grams. Okay, that's actually kind of fucked up to say. Guess we're allowed to make fun of some people's traumas, am I right? Some people's tortured character developments.
Yeah. 行きますや。
おっしゃ。
私そこ。みんな怪我はない？や。そこ。
Yes.
一気に行くぞ。
これがみんなの力ですね。そこ。や。そこ。奇襲成功。上陸か。
ナイスファイト。
やりました。
A pretty good support craft, isn't it?
や。みんなチャンスよ。
任せてくれ。
おっしゃ。
私のや。
よし。
私のや。
I still think she's pretty useful for these overworld encounters, though, with the AoE. All today, yeah, there is. I think it's mostly the games I wasn't interested in watching. Maybe there was a good one tonight.
Yeah.
The 2-seed versus 7-seed games are usually have not been very interesting since they added the 7th team to the playoffs. Getting purged. Alright, time to check. Are we attached memory or are we... Oh, that's bad.
さてと。
私の番ね。みんな、私の番ですね。電磁ネット。おっしゃ。
Where's my overworld EP heal quartz?
よし一気に行くぞよし上出来だ
お疲れ様
It's when you really start playing trails, you know, when there's absolutely zero resource management to do.
今だわおっしゃぜうっしゃいい感じだぜ
さすがですね
Birds don't seem to really do anything, thankfully. I'm sure at some point I have to do this, this fishing quest, right? What's the reward for like freeing the fishing guild? It's gotta be something good, surely. The ward's like a really good... Oh boy. Surely. One of the master orbs, I see. That's probably pretty good.
セシルねいきなり会えたな
おかえりなさいロイドエリーさんランディ君やノエルさんもみんな元気にしてたかしらご無沙汰してます
お久しぶりっすセシルさん
本当に久しぶりですね
I imagine it'd be pretty good.
事件で病院が襲撃された時にお会いして以来でしたっけ
I've mostly just been waiting until I can like efficiently farm bait and have all the rods and stuff to do it like last time, you know.
人が噂のお姉さんかい
あら見かけない子もいるみたいだけどもしかしてノエルさんとあなたが噂の新メンバーになるのかしら
そういうことになるかな僕はワジヘミスフィア今後ともよろしくお願いするよ
よろしくねそれじゃあ私の方も改めて自己紹介させてもらおうかしらこのウルスラ病院に勤める看護師のセシル・ノイエスです私の可愛い弟のロイドをどうかよろしくお願いしますね
セシルねってば厳密には兄弟じゃないだろ子供の頃から何かとお世話になっている人なんだ
もうロイドったら照れちゃって
照れてるわけじゃないって
それにしてもワジ君もノエルさんもとっても美人よね
Oh, damn.
そろそろお付き合いする相手は誰か決まったのかしら
I forgot about this bit.
お付き合い
セシルね前にも言ったけど支援課はそういうのじゃないから
そうよね私としたことが
Maybe introducing Wazzy to her was a mistake.
今この場にティオちゃんがいないのにそういう話をするのも不公平よね
Yeah, serious group.
ゆっくりとパートナーを選んで
Just wants every game to be a dating sim.
なんだかセシルさんを見ると安心するわね
Surely the trail series would never descend to being dating sim tier RPGs, right?
それにしても
That would never happen.
長い間離れていないのに随分と懐かしい気がするわね ちょうど私も休憩時間
I can't wait to play Trails to Amagami.
一緒にお茶でもどうかしら。
それじゃあせっかくだし、みんなお言葉に甘えさせてもらおうか。
はい、ご一緒させていただきます。
Trails to Toradora.
それじゃ
That one's a dating sim.
キヨちゃんはもう少しの間帰ってこられないのね。
ああ、いろいろと忙しいみたいでさ。きっと今頃レマン自治州で頑張ってるんじゃないかな。
そっか。それじゃあ会えるのが楽しみね。帰ってきたらいろいろと土産話を聞かせてもらわないと。
そうだね。ティオもきっとセシル姉に会えたら喜ぶと思うよ。なんだよ二人とも。
いや、噂には聞いてましたけど、本当に仲がいいんですね。
なかなか間に入れなくてちょっと焼けるね。
あのな、
こいつはこれだからよ。普通こんなお姉さん
English only joke, I guess.
知り合いってだけでもとんだらき野郎だっつうのに。
At least that one was kind of funny.
その通りよね。それを当然だと思ってたらいつか罰が当たるわよ。
意味わかんないから。
そういえばつい話し込んじゃったけど、今日は何の用で病院に来たんだったかしら。
そうだった。実はセイランド教授っていう人から支援課に依頼が来てたんだ。
確か薬学神経科の公認の方が来られたんでしたね。ええ、そうなの。ヨアヒム先生が得体の知れない薬を作っていたことが公表されて、教授たちはしばらく仕事の傍ら最近になってようやく。
そりゃ
I mean, that's actually completely fair.
おかげさまでなんとかなったわね。
That is a fair reason to distrust the hospital.
ようやくウルスラ病院は
Even if it was only the one guy, it was the one guy who was in charge of everything.
新しくレミフェリアから呼ばれたのが
Kind of damaging, you know?
あの有名な医療機器メーカーセイランド社の関係者ですね。
Having your leader be completely corrupt, you know? That's bad. You don't like that?
女性の方なんだけど雰囲気が凛としていて。
おお、ジョイ先生っすか。
雰囲気はともかく、なるほど。
Plus one cutie.
今度は身元もバッチリ保証されてるわけだね。
教授というからには腕も確かなのかな。
レミフェリアでも有名な薬学神経科の研究者みたい。ついこの間も重い病気で入院していたミハイル君の手術を見事に成功させたのよ。
That guy.
今はしずくちゃんの手術に向けて。しずくちゃんの。
そうか、確かにすごい先生みたいだね。そのセイランド教授だけど。
ええ、大抵研究棟の受付でセラさんに言えばせっかくだから。
ああ、助かるよ。
はいはい、そうです。
This is just a cutscene, I guess, this quest.
セイランド教授にも確認が取れました。すぐに研究棟の部屋に来るようにとのことです。
ありがとうセラさん。
助かります。
それじゃあみんな。
ああ、いろいろあり。
お世話になり。それじゃあこれからもいろいろと大変だと思うけど。
ああ、そっちもね。
Alright, I get it.
常々憎たらしい。頑張ってね、ロイド。だって
別にハートマークはついてなかっただろ。
そんなことを言って噂の熱いハグも。
ああ、そう。
Everyone's
そんなことを。
ああ、もういいからさっさと。
everyone just beats up on Lloyd.
病院の屋
上。やれやれ。
これだから。
聞こえてるぞそこ。
Maybe we need a Lloyd cache. I got the legendary recipe. Alright, the kid's doing better. That's nice. That's nice. I think that was everything here, right? After completing the quest, okay.
すみません。失礼します。
入りたまえ。ようやく予想していた時刻より約2分オーバーだが。
なんだかおっかなそうだ。
まあとりあえずこっちに来てくれ。
そうですね。
あなたがグノーシスの成分の分析結果が
悪いが。
No see enough reference.
まずそちらを先依頼に出されていたグノーシスの分析結果を渡してもらって今回の分析結果にも関わるからというのもグノーシスの被害に遭った患者たち。
なるほど。
わかりました。先に依頼内容をお聞かせ。
君たちに頼みたいのは例の教団事件の後病院はグノーシスほとんどの患者の処置は一つ最後に書いてもらった問診票を何名か。
なるほど。確かに。
迅速に問診票が返ってきてない患者たち。まずクロスベル市旧市街、次に劇団アルカンシェルの、そしてクロスベル警備隊ベルガードも以上の患者に事情を話し、
なるほど。旧市街とアルカンシェルの2人はクレス先輩も。
では回収が終わったらその時。
This is a real fetch quest, isn't it? Damn. Okay. Time for legendary walking. Of course, I parked the car a ways back, we'll say. And at least mostly ignored the enemies.
全力で行かせてもらうぞ。
おっしゃ。ちょろいぜ。
Right. Of course, it was this way. Looking at the, I'm looking at the mini-map to dodge the enemies, and, like, you know... Not really thinking about the main path at all.
さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
It's another 10 songs from your list. I've never known anyone who is as good at missing songs. Really.
それにやれ。気持ちはわかるけど。
問診って
なんだ。
薬の影響なんかそれなのにわざわざ。
ディーノ君、万が一にも症状が。
もうどっかにしまっ。ほら。
ありがとう。
ほら。
邪魔して。
Probably be around here, right?
Oya,
こんにちは。ちょっとおた。
最近練習がちょっと待っててくれ。はい。今思えば確かにあの時
そういう心の
舞
台。
Alright. Legendary walking done. For more walking. Actually, let me look here. Probably faster to... Probably faster to take the car and then... What?
よし行くかよしやるかどこに行こうかな
Let's take it here. Then go west from here to get the new treasure chest or whatever.
よし一気に行くぞよし上出来だ
These enemies are trash checks. I think he's getting any XP at all over here. Alright, great, thanks. Actually, you know what? They're marking these on my map. I don't have to remember them. That's very nice of them. Very kind.
Yo! リハビリ君問診票ちょっと待ってほいはいいやー悪いね最近幸せすぎそうよーまだなおいこれで早速
CD. A legendary recipe. Got some cuties posters over here. Dorothy bros, I'm back. They mentioned Dorothy earlier. She's apparently not here, not coming here. any cutscenes, mostly cutscenes. And a big dragon fight. And a young kid who was scared of Vitesh. They missed a chance to make you listen to a kid voice in Trails. I was surprised, but they missed their chance. I'm lost. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, yeah, that was everything. That part wasn't that much extra stuff to see.
よし、どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。よし、着いたぞ。
戻ってきたか。予想時刻より
問診票の回収が終わりました。
何か問題？
いや、問診票を見た限りではこれでひとまずご苦労だったな。
そうです。なかなか手間だったけど。
では早速だが、グノーシスの分析少々付き合ってもら
はい、お願いします。
グノーシスを徹底的にまず第一に
This might actually be interesting.
グノーシスには脳のリミッターを強制的に外す効果があることが
Gnosis makes you go in the zone. This was a zone game the whole time.
そもそも人間というものは本来持っている身体能力
Vitesh probably has me muted right now, but
体への負担を減らすため脳が
zone is never gone, you
無
know.
意識の制限をかけるからだ。このリミッターを意図的に解除することがもし可能なら、理論上その個人が持つ限界までの能力を発揮できるようになるはずだ。
つまりグノーシスとは単に筋力を強化する薬ではなく、普段は使われていない潜在能力を強引に引き出す薬というわけだね。
その通り。無論無意識にかかっていたリミッターを外せば体への負担は相当なものだがな。
確かに教団事件の後、警備隊のやつらは相当疲弊してたみたいだからな。しばらくは指一本動かすのもきついありさまだったようだし、みっちりリハビリ訓練をやったおかげでようやく勘を取り戻せたみてえだが。
はい、そうみたいですね。勘といえば、高まった月と勘を頼りにギャンブルで連勝していた人もいましたね。それと同時に
Imagine a drug that makes you better at Uma Musume.
それらもグノーシスが脳のリミッターを外しているから。
You release your brain limiters, you go in the zone, then suddenly you win all your Uma Musume races.
この薬には五感の働きを飛躍的に高める作用も確認されているからな。副作用として神経質になり、情緒不安定な状態になることも分かっている。それが凶暴な性格への変化につながるのだろう。
なるほど。
確かに一通り説明がつきそうですね。
だがあくまで生化学的に説明できるのはここまでだ。いくつかの効能については非科学的としか言いようがない。具体的には先ほども話に出た 月を呼び込
On
む
your
という
rod
行動
emote. I
そ
mean,
して
I would add it the
君
moment
たちも何
it
度か目撃した
existed.
というデモナイズという肉体変異現象だ。
確かに
そいつがあったか。
魔人化を引き起こすのは赤いタイプのグノーシス。やはり青いタイプのものとは異なる成分だったわけですか。
それなんだが、実は青いタイプのグノーシスも赤いタイプのグノーシスも成分的には何ら変わりはない。少なくとも生化学的にはな。
そうなんですか。
ああ、あの色の違いは生成時の処理の差によるものだ。主成分に何ら違いはないし、分子構造もほぼ一致しているにもかかわらず、赤いタイプは肉体変異などという説明不可能な現象を
The red pill and the blue pill.
正直、魔人化というのが君たちが恐怖のあまり見た幻覚と考えるのが一番しっくりくるくらいだ。
いや、そいつはさすがに。
アーネスト秘書の魔人化は私も目撃していますし。
分かっている。だからここまでが限界なんだ。グノーシスという薬物の正体を生化学という分野からのみで解き明かすというアプローチではな。
なるほど。最先端の近代医療の担い手にしては随分殊勝な意見だね。
近代医療は万能ではないさ。こと心と魂の問題についてはな。そしてグノーシスはおそらくそれらと肉体を共鳴させるような何らかの働きを秘めているんだろう。多分ヨアヒムもグノーシスの全貌はつかめていなかったに違いあるまい。教団に伝わっていた秘技をもとに試行錯誤しながら完成させ、量産化に成功しただけのはずだ。
確かにそのようなことを本人も認めていたような。
ああ、各地で行われた儀式のデータをもとに試行錯誤しながら完成させたと言っていた。
やはりそうか。奴は有能で熱意もあったが、天才というほどずば抜けた発想の持ち主ではなかった。それが悪い方に出てしまったか。
ひょっとして
あのヨアヒムと個人的な知り合いだったりするんすか。
ああ、奴がレミフェリアの医科大学で学んでいた頃の同輩さ。卒業してからは会っていなかったが、たまに最新の研究成果などについて手紙でやり取りはしていた。だがまさかこのような形で医の技術を悪用し、自らの身まで滅ぼすことになるとは。
教授、お察しします。
いや、せんないことを言った。いずれにせよ、私から報告できるのはここまでだ。グノーシスの真相に迫るには別のアプローチが必要になるだろう。これは完全に私の勘だが、グノーシスの原料であるというプレロマソウなる植物の特質が鍵になるのではないかと思う。
Of course, it was weed.
プレロマソ。
教団のデータベースに記されていた名前ですね。
しかし結局どんな植物でどこから手に入れていたのかもわか。
ああ、私も知り合いの植物学者などに当たってみたが、教団にのみ伝わっていた新種か。いずれにせよ、薬の効能を考えると
ありえない性質です
なんだかオカルティックで。セイランド教授、どうもありがとうございました。おかげで今まで漠然としていたことがある程度整理できた気がします。
そうか。ならばよかった。グノーシスの成分調査についてはこちらでは一旦打ち切るが、また何か分かったことがあれば、あくまで医者の立場からでよければ。
Dr. Sensei, you mean? Gotta get it right, you're gonna lose your weep card. We're going in the normie with Kushi.
なんだか歯がゆいですね。ヨアヒム先生が亡くなった今、せめて教団のデータベースの解析が進めば。
ま、そのあたりは。ああ、俺とりあえず今回の依頼はこれで達成だ。帰りにセシル姉のとこ。
Alright, they literally tell you to do this, so I guess that's not unfair tracer points. I don't know where she is. She's in the nurse's room. There's a nurse's room somewhere, from what I remember. Usually can't get into. Ah. Where is she? Hanging around outside or what? Stupid. Checking every room now. Did I just miss her? Did I like walk past her? Oh, she's here. Okay, she's in the last room I checked. Gotta get legendary backstory reminder. Alright, Monka. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get injured. I can burst now.
どうしますか？目的地を選んでください。お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。はい、それでは、はい、お疲れ様でした。報告では。
Do this.
乗りますか？目的地を選んでください。お安いご用です。お待たせしました。
Check the level of the enemies around here first. probably want to end soon.
そっか皆さんお疲れ様でした。やっ奇襲戦かみんな守りたいこのクロ
Yeah,
ス
these
ベル
things aren't doing anything really. Probably not worth fighting right now. I'll go loot all the chests. Got some music.
敵先生気をつけてください。
俺の番だと
そこ行きますやー戦闘終了警戒態勢に戻ります。
Classic Anton.
Hey. 油断は禁物よ。
俺の番だってや
はいやー
任せてくれ
任せそこ行きますそこなんとかなりましたね。
Okay, kind of funny. Probably nothing here. Love that I have a fast travel system and I still need to walk a lot just to get the chests on the route. Fast travel system where you basically guaranteed miss stuff. Whoa. Okay, he's really trying. Do the Trails fans argue about power levels? Actually, that sounds like exactly what Trails fans would do. What am I saying? Of course they do.
私のやーこの調子で行きましょう。
I can't go this way again? I'm gonna fight the boss here and then gonna end stream, I think. A little Randy gaming, you know how it is. It was not even really a fight at all. Yeah. The game let me go into the village now. Alright, I need the rest. Okay, I'm done. I am going to eat lunch. And you can see me over on the dustforce community channel in about an hour from now, I think, when we're scheduled to go on. Yeah, it's about an hour from now. I'm gonna be doing something funny. So that's what it is. It's gonna be a meme probably. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Alright, I'm gonna play an outro song and then we'll take off, I guess. So, part 1. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll do a normal, longer one tomorrow or next, probably. Peace.
Thank you.